Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video today, I wanted to do a full face of drugstore products. Yesterday at Shoppers, it's a drugstore in Canada. I live in Canada. Hello. But they have a friends and family event where you get 20% off of regular priced merchandise. So I figured it's a perfect way to pick up a couple of drugstore products for my makeup look and see how it goes. So the first thing that I'm going to be picking up is this right here. It's a moisturizing cream. It's the Embryo Lease Multifunction. It's a moisturizing cream and it has a bunch of other things that it does as well too. So I picked this up just based on recommendation from Makeup by Mario. I literally saw that he did a masterclass and he was talking about not using primer. I was like, oh, I don't know. And then like in another masterclass that I was watching, I saw that Scott Barnes said that he wasn't using primer for one of his looks as well. I'm just like, what? They said Makeup by Mario recommended this moisturizer, and he's like, how as long as you have like a really good moisturizer the product can stick to, then you don't really need a primer. So I'm like, okay, well, say less. This actually feels really good. In my last video, I did mention that I have dry skin, and this feels perfect. It feels like it's moisturizing. It has like a nice thick consistency, but not too heavy. And it has like a nice subtle smell to it. It also has aloe vera in it, which I guess helps make it feel really nice on the skin. Aloe vera is supposed to be really good for you apparently. And so using that, so that would be acting as my primer. So now we'll head right into foundation. And this is the foundation that I bought. It's from NYX and it looks like this. It's like a blurring skin tint foundation and it's in the shade 21 Rich. And to be honest, I was like a little bit nervous to use this just because it looks a little bit dark. Like when I went to the store, they don't have samples out, of course, like you can't even test it, but it was like this shade, one shade before this, which seemed way too light for me, and then a shade after this, which seemed way too dark for me. So I was just like, let's hope and say a prayer that this actually fits my skin tone. So I broke the seal already to get this ready, and I'm just gonna actually use the viewfinder for now, just to dot it onto my face. It's a nice consistency, it feels nice. It also looks a little bit dark, a little bit more chocolatey, but we'll see. Bringing it down the neck, of course. Can't forget the neck, a little on the sides as well. Okay. Yeah, this looks a little bit too dark for my complexion, a little bit too deep, but let's blend it in and see how it goes. So the brush that I'm using is from MAC, and it's the 109S brush. Okay, yeah, this is a little bit deep for me, but it's not bad. Like, it's not horrific. It's actually, like, the finish is actually quite nice. It's a skin tint, but it looks like it has a bit more coverage than what I would think in my mind a skin tint would have. I mean, I have the Danessa Myricks one that I used in the last video, and it was like a light coverage base, but I find it to be, well, I build it up to more of a medium coverage. Yeah, how do you guys feel about this finish? I kind of like it. I mean, if it were my skin tone exactly, I wouldn't mind this at all. And I think that Huda Beauty has a foundation that just came out and looks like this kind of packaging as well. But I mean, Huda Beauty is like way more expensive. But it would be nice to compare and see, like, is Huda's also a blurring skin tint foundation, or is it more coverage? I wonder what the deal is. I will have to check it out. Do you guys have the Huda Beauty foundation, the new one that looks like this? Let me know and tell me how it is. Like, let me know how it works for you. Okay, yeah, I like this, not bad. Okay, so now we can proceed to the next step, which is gonna be concealer. And I bought this one from NYX. Looks like this. Is this helping at all that I do this with my hand? I feel like it's like one of those old school YouTube tricks that helps to get it to focus. But is it really focusing? I can't tell. It's called Can't Stop, Won't Stop Contour Concealer. And the shade that I picked up is Golden Honey. And when I seen this, the next shades that looked, so I thought this might look a bit too light, but the shades after seemed more of my skin tone. And I want to brighten the under eye, and I wouldn't be able to do that with my shade exactly. So I'm just gonna put on a little bit here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks nice. I like this doe foot applicator as well too. I feel like a lot comes out, and it seems like she's a little bit thick in the coverage. We'll find out. I'm gonna use this ring finger here just to get the ball rolling. Warm it into my skin and then blend it off from there. That's not bad. It's a lot of blending. It's a lot of blending, but it's actually, hold on, let me just save my words until it's fully in there. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little brush here and just blend that out a bit more. Yeah, this side seems pretty decent. I mean, I thought it would be a little bit more on the Hot Mess Express, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all so far. It's blending pretty well. I mean, I feel like this is definitely a medium coverage concealer, in my opinion. Now we're gonna blend this side out. So if you want something super light, maybe A, this isn't gonna be your first choice, or B, perhaps you can use a damp beauty blender when you blend it in, just to get it a bit more sheared out and have more of that light coverage, if that's what you're looking for. Okay, so take this brush again. Perfect. Yeah. Honey's not bad. Yeah. Just putting a little bit over my lids. I'll be doing a little bit of eyeshadow coming up. So I'm just taking that little bit of concealer that's left from this brush and just putting it on my eyelids to prep. I'm also going to be using the MAC Paint Pot, so let me just set this under eye first, and then we can move on to the paint pot and see what's happening with that. Now, before this, the only concealer that I use from drugstore is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. And the Maybelline Fit Me concealer is quite bomb, if you ask me. It's so good. I feel like it kind of rivals the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer a little bit, and that one is like my favorite. And the Armand, I don't know, it's very, very good. I like that one a lot. And the Fit Me comes pretty darn close to giving her her working orders, sending her home. Yeah, I really like that. We're just setting this here. And what I'm using to set it is just this little brush here. It's from MAC, it's 221S. It looks like this. Yep. And what I used to set it, the yellow powder that I used to set it, is gonna be Sacha Buttercup again. Yep. Literally my favorite. I'm kind of nervous that this is gonna look too yellow underneath my eyes. I think because it's more of a contrast with the foundation, it's not, I feel like if I had the right color for my foundation, this yellow based creamy concealer, it wouldn't look as yellow. I think it would blend a bit more together. Hopefully. I mean, I'm still gonna be using it, so hopefully it works with all my other ones. Okay. Now, I have the MAC paint pot in the soft ochre color. It's like this one here. And I'm sure you guys already have this in your kit. It looks like this inside. And sometimes I use a brush just to put it on my eyelid, and sometimes I don't. And today's the sometimes I don't. Make sure it's all blended out and not too patchy or anything like that. I think that would help once you put the eyeshadow on to stay and look a little bit better. Guys, here's a confession, that something that not a lot of people know about me. Unless you're in my inner circle, I guess. But I mean, it's just the internet, right? So I can't wink. So when I'm trying to do like these eye looks and like show one eye compared to the other, like I can't wink. So it's just gonna like, I'm closing this eye just like this. And while the other one's open. So that's my little secret of the day. I feel like Pretty Little Liars got a secret. Can you keep it? Is this one you'll save? Did you guys ever watch that show? I wanted to say back in the day, but it was literally like only a few years ago. And like spooky season is just around the corner. I guess it's here. And are you guys watching that? Do you guys watch a bunch of scary movies during this time, like Halloween time? Do you like the fall leaves and the pumpkins, or are you more like, let's pick up the ghosts and the witch's hat and decorate the house with that? Is that something more up your alleys? I'd like to know. Okay, the next step is gonna be this eyeshadow, this little eyeshadow palette here. And this is from a brand I've never tried before. It's called Makeup Revolution London. And once again, I'm a little nervous, which is why I put on this MAC, the paint pot to help like give this eyeshadow a fighting chance to survive, because these shades look a little bit light. I picked this up, this was like $7, probably the cheapest thing I got from Shoppers. Like, what happened to drugstore pricing? But I digress. I'll talk about that in a sec. Let me just start this eyeshadow look first. Okay, so I'm gonna get my mirror. Probably gonna start off with this darker shade over here, this brown shade. It looks super duper cool toned in person. On here it's looking not as cool toned, but I'm gonna be using this on the outer lid and then putting this just in the center, closer to the inside of the eye, the pink. Okay, so let's get this started here. And as I put it on, I'm blotting it off because the fallout is already major. So I already have like paper towel like set to like dot it off a little bit. And yeah, because sometimes you already know that you're gonna get what you pay for. And we're in Fallout City, so not to be confused with Fallout Boy. By the way, Fallout Boy was just on tour and I had no idea, but I would love to see them because they were also on tour with Gym Class Heroes and couple other bands that I really kind of like, and it's like, you really like them, but you can't remember their names. Yeah, I forgot. I'm having like a brain fog for a minute right now. Maybe because I'm trying to like multitask and do this eyeshadow. You know what, like let's just do that. Let's just, okay, all right, I'm gonna fight, all right, okay. So we're just gonna put this on the outer corner of the eye. Just like this. Yeah. But yeah, I like those old school 2000s musicians, like freaking Gym Class Heroes. They're so good. Chavi McCoy, like what? And then you throw in a dash of like Paramore and like some Blink 82, Linkin Park. I mean, I listen to it all though, because I like that genre, which is like pop punk, I guess. But then I also really love, like, of course, rap, hip hop, R&B. Well, not so much R&B, but so this is what this brown shade is looking like over here. And is it showing up as everything and more? No, but she's trying. She's trying her best to push through. I'm like, push through, sis, push through. Like literally, I'm like, the fall that I'm telling you about is like literally a rubble of brown in this. Like, go, 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 go. Okay. Well, that didn't go, but take my word for it. I feel like one of those people like on those like old late night shows that would go on and their dog would do a trick and you're like, come on, do the trick. And the dog's like, no, I'm in front of camera. Like, and you're like, just do the trick. Like, it's not doing it. So that's me right now. Okay, now I want to go in with that pink shade. So let's see what's up with that pink shade. Dotting that in, flipped it off a little bit. I want to pat that. Yeah. Like nothing. Like nothing is here. Okay, let's go again. Oh my gosh. We're just, you know, I'm thinking if I pat it in, it's gonna show up a little bit better. But it didn't. It did not. It did not, and it will not. It's like, sorry, I'm not helping you. I'm not helping you on this venture. Okay, so now we're gonna go into mode of picking up with the finger. So, have it on my finger like this. You're like, what is there on your finger? And I'm like, I don't know either. I can't even see it too. Yeah. And this eye had a base. Imagine if I just put it on my skin. Like just my bare skin. Like nothing would show up. Nothing would be at the party. Nothing. But I'm still gonna push through. And I'm gonna go in with this setting powder brush again, and I'm just gonna like blend these edges a tiny little bit. Oh yeah, something I forgot to tell you guys in my first video is that I'm actually a makeup artist. I know, right? No, but I'm actually a makeup artist. I graduated like a year and a half ago from makeup school, and I really enjoyed my time. I enjoyed my time at makeup school. I took a complete course, which means I took beauty makeup, film and TV makeup, how to do theater makeup, as well as prosthetics and creature design. And guess which one I love the most? Are you guessing? Prosthetics. I loved the prosthetics one the most, and my creature design one, I really loved that as well. It's kind of weird because I was not like the beauty girl. And I would do beauty looks on myself, like when I go out on a date or like brunch or something like that, but I wasn't doing a lot of looks on myself. So when I was in school, I just felt like I didn't have, I don't know, like I didn't have that like true love for beauty makeup as much as I loved making special effects makeup. So like special effects makeup is like bruises and cuts and things like that. And I was way more interested in that, and I still am. But I kind of want to get back into my beauty tip and like refresh and learn as much as I can and learn from you guys as well. And yeah, I'm just putting myself out there to learn and continue to grow as an artist. Next step that I want to do is put on blush, and this blush has been all over the place on my YouTube feed, on my Instagram feed. It's the NYX Buttermelt Blush, and this is in the shade For the Butter. I already love that. Like, I just want the job where I can name all of the stuff. You know what I mean? Like the nail polishes, the lipsticks. I just want to name everything. And like, I can't think of a name that I would say now, but it would be like something as cool as this. Okay, so I'm taking my favorite little blush brush, and this is the Morphe one in E48. Looks like this. I love like this ending. It's just so like stacked. It's so cute. I love it. So this is also new to me, and I picked it up because it was trending. Because yay to trends, right? I don't know. I feel like I want to say like vote for me. Like what? Okay. So I just put some on, then I'm taking some off on a paper towel because it's always good to start light and then work your way up. So pull that back a bit. Let me do that again, like a little hair flip. Okay, so again, okay, like what? Okay, so I literally dotted off some of this makeup blush, but she's powerful. She's a powerful girl. Look at her pushing through. That is really nice. Yeah, this is very nice. I even put a bit on my nose just because I'm like, why not? Like, this is so cute. Okay, so I see why everyone's like bragging about this blush right now. I love it. Okay guys, so now that we've raved enough about the blush, the next step is eyebrows. And unfortunately, I completely forgot to pick up an eyebrow product from the drugstore, so I'm just gonna use my regular Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color Ebony. Guys, I already forgot what we were talking about. What was I saying again? I don't even remember. But one thing, yeah, so I don't know if it's where I left off, but I was mentioning that I'm a makeup artist, and since graduating, I've been working on different short films here and there. And I've been doing straight makeup. And if you don't know what that is, it's just a term that's used in film and television. Straight makeup is basically like everyday makeup, no makeup look for men and women. And I think, like, I mean, they didn't tell me this, but I think straight makeup is like just using the root word for straightforward. Because everyone always asks me, like, I mean, whenever the actors are in my chair, they're like, why is it called straight makeup? I'm like, I don't know, but I really think it's just using the root word for straightforward. And they're just like, let's just trim down that word even more and just say straight. So straight makeup. And then when there's a more beauty look that's involved, we just call it a beauty look. So it's gonna be like a beauty look for the lead and a straight makeup for the background actors. And yeah, I think this hair is like so wild. It just like does what it wants. Like it thinks it's the boss of me. I'm like, no. But yeah, I love it. I actually really like doing straight makeup. I like meeting new people, talking to the actors, and I've had a lot of really good experiences. I mean, at the end of the day, a job is a job, and like not every day is like perfect, but I'm so grateful that the majority of my working experience like on sets have been really nice, and the people have been really kind and sweet. And it's not even just the actors, it's the crew that you work with that really helps contribute to such a phenomenal set. So if you get like a weird kind of script, but the crew is amazing and the actors are like awesome, down-to-earth people, like it's definitely gonna help. It's definitely gonna help your day. It's like 12-hour days plus. So it really helps your day when you're surrounded by amazing, kind-hearted, talented people, and I'm so grateful that I've been able to be around so many of them and meet so many of them this past year and a half. Okay, enough with the gushing. Okay, enough with this family channel talk. Okay, so I've done my eyebrows to the best of my ability. Sisters, not twins. We gotta get through the day here. Next thing that I picked up is this mascara. This is from Essence, and this was about $5, I think, I want to say. Yeah, $5 for this, $7 for the eyeshadow. And this is a curl and volume mascara. And to be quite honest, like I literally read this when I got home. Curl and volume mascara, Lash Princess. I read it when I got home. It's not like that was part of my picking choice, because when I picked it up, I just love the packaging. Like, look at this little corset bag, and like the heart, it kind of like looks like a tiara vibe. It's so cute. Like if you have like two things that are the same thing and one, the packaging is just so nice, I mean obviously you're gonna go with the packaging. Like I mean I would. And that's kind of like the case, I think, even at like Sephora and stuff. Okay, hold on now. Okay, no way to look cute doing the mascara. This is actually looking kind of nice. Like I literally brought over my lash curler to give that a fighting chance. But turns out maybe I don't really need it, because it's looking pretty good. Volumizing, lifting. It's doing all the things. All the things. Yeah, this is quite nice actually. And I'm actually liking how this eyeshadow is settling in. Okay guys, sorry my battery cut out, but we just finished the eyebrows and the mascara, and next we're gonna use a powder. So I have picked up this CoverGirl Clean Invisible powder, and it's in the shade 165 Tawny, and it looks like this. Okay, now keep in mind this shade was like one of the only darker shades that looked like half decent, and I feel like it's not gonna look good on me at all, but we're gonna try. So I mean, they didn't even there's not enough options in the drugstore, and maybe it's because my local drugstore doesn't have it, but if you have to prepare to shop around to like 10 different drugstores to get your shade, I mean, that's ridiculous. That's kind of unrealistic to get a full makeup look. So we're gonna try just this. I'm just gonna use my pressed powder puff and nervous, and put it on. Okay, all right. Not terrible so far. Getting it all up in the hairline, all in there. Yes, it's gonna suck when you wash your face to get it out, but you know what? Gotta do it. Just gotta do it, girl. Hang the nose. Okay, well, hold on a second. I'm like patting it. Like, why am I like beating it? Yeah. This is looking pretty good. I'm gonna go over a little bit of this. I can't be stopped. Can't stop. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this a little bit. I feel like it's not bad. Let's hit that net. So we're done with the powder, and I kind of like this. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm kind of liking it. Surprise, surprise! Surprise, surprise! I don't know, wow. That's not as bad as I thought it would look. That's not even bad. Like, this concealer is like not my favorite, but that's okay. There's that, and then last but not least, the lip oil. This is the lip oil I've been seeing like everywhere for a while, and it's in the color Inside Scoop. Let's do it. Is this gonna be a dupe for the Dior lip oil? I don't know, because I've never tried the Dior lip oil. But, look it's like. Drip. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is looking kinda good. Oh yeah. And this applicator, it's huge. It's really huge. What's going on here? This applicator is like a huge foot, like a huge doe foot, but it gets everything. Yes, this is my second time, my third time going in again. Yeah, I like this. Oh my gosh, this is nice. And there's no like stinging or anything like that. This is nice, and I feel like my lips look super juicy and nice. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is the final face. What do we think? Like, what do we think? This is the final face. I'm surprised. Like, this was too dark. This is a bit too light. But honey, we worked it out, okay? We worked it out. Like, what? Like, look at this. This is pretty darn good. I like this. Okay, so that brings me to the end of this video. Please give it a thumbs up to show me that you're watching this video and you like this video. Subscribe and share it with all your friends. Okay, bye!